Man, it's cold out here. Hey you guys, this is Gary coming to you with another video. Just got off work. I wanted to make this video just to give some clarification on some things. I told you guys that my ZX10r got stolen, my motorcycle. I guess in my BMW S1000 video. And I wanted to clarify on what exactly happened, so hopefully I can prevent others from going through what I went through, because it was not a great experience by any means. But anyways, let me pull out this parking lot. So I had a 2015 ZX10r, great bike. I posted a video or a screenshot of it. Got it at I live in St. Louis, Missouri. Got it at the St. Charles Motorsports dealership in St. Charles. So if anyone is from St. Louis, definitely check that place out. They got good motorcycles, good prices. Anyway, had the bike for over a year, so of course I did a lot to it. It was a brand new when I bought it, so had an M4 exhaust on it, had some LEDs, had a cell phone holder, had a new windshield, just some cosmetic things. But anyway, great bike. It was very fast. It was my first 1000cc bike. Before that I had a Gixxer 600. But anyway, I recently moved out, moved to a new area in St. Louis, St. Charles, which is good. It's not a bad area, it's a good area. And I moved into an apartment complex with a lot of traffic, a lot of people, in a good area next to movie theater and stuff. Like, it was a good area. So I don't want anyone just saying, St. Louis is just St. Louis. It's got to be bad everywhere. It's not. It's a good area. But I stayed in a apartment complex. I moved out there, I think it was in February, so, and it was cold. So my bike was outside. Fortunately, I didn't have a garage, which is that's an issue. I know now that I would never have a motorcycle just outside at all times without a garage. But I always covered it. Had the wheels locks on. Had it next to my car, so it was always in the same spot. And I checked on it, daily, make sure everything was good, especially if it rained or something. Anyways, it happened, I guess, in June. It was starting to get warm, so I was riding it more, and it was one night that, and there's a lot of people with motorcycles in my apartment complex. My next door neighbor has one too. But it was at the point where it was starting to get, well, it was warm. I had ridden it that whole day. I got home, and for some reason I was in a rush. Normally I would cover my bike up at night, because I didn't like it just physically, anyone can see if they drive by and know what kind of bike it is. I always covered it up. But I didn't that night for some strange reason, and I cannot remember why I didn't. But anyways, I didn't. It was Sunday night, so I had to work in the morning. So I planned on taking it to work. And maybe that was it, because I didn't want to, have to uncover and stuff all in the morning. I don't remember. But anyway, I had to work. Woke up in the morning. And I worked at home. Well, actually, no, I worked at home that day, so I didn't even go to work. I got up, and I was in my room on my laptop working, and I came out, I think, to have breakfast. And my friend, he's my roommate, my best friend, he said, "Oh, I thought you was at work because your bike is going." I'm like, "My bike is going?" And what? Anyway, so I got, I'm like, is he playing or is he serious? I went outside. Bike is definitely gone, not in my spot. It's just gone. Like it's nothing. You wouldn't even know a bike was there. Nothing was there. So I'm freaking out. I call the cops. They say, "Oh yeah, it's getting warm. It's a lot of people. Try to get good looking bikes, good sports bikes, and they try to take them, sell them off." So I stopped working immediately. I didn't go to. I had a phone call meeting. I canceled it. I didn't go to work the next day. I was like distraught. I felt so bad, because that was one of my babies. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Anyone that has had a bike stolen, you guys know how it feels. Like, it's the worst feeling ever. But anyway, I called my insurance. Luckily I had insurance on it. Told them what happened. They said they would give it 30 days to see if the cops find anything. If it's damaged enough, they'll just put it as a total motorcycle, or if not, if it's fixable, they'll pay for it to get fixed. 30 days passed, didn't hear from nothing. I called the cops, they didn't hear anything. After that, they said they would send me a check as a total device, or I gotta keep saying device. Anyway, total motorcycle, gave me the check for what they thought it was worth. So I sent them all the information, everything I did, the exhaust prices, everything. So I would definitely, if you invest into a motorcycle, pretty much anything that's high price, make sure you keep a documentation of things you bought and did to that vehicle, whatever. Did that, so I sent that to them. About a few weeks to a month later, they sent me the check in the mail. It was a decent amount. I paid about $15 for that bike, and they gave me maybe, I don't remember, 13 or so. So I mean, it was only a year old. Well, actually going on 2 years old, because I had it a year. So they gave me about 13. So I'm like, well, I always wanted a BMW S1000, and since this one's gone, maybe I should look into it. So I went to the BMW dealership, looked at a bike. I thought it was a great looking bike, but could I afford it? And I'm like, well, I got the $13,000 check, so I can pay most of it off up front. I didn't want to just jump right into it, so I looked at the new ZX10rs 2016s. They started at about $16,150 or something. Looked at the Kawasaki, the Yamaha R1 started at about 16 as well. And it wasn't comfortable to see. To me, that's my preference. It wasn't very comfortable to me. Great looking bike, but it's just the seat and stuff wasn't comfortable. I didn't want another Gixxer because I already had that. So after I was like, the Kawasaki cost that much, why wouldn't I just go on and get, just try to get the BMW? So I put in a request. Went to the dealership. They did my, did all the paperwork, and a few days later they called me and was like, oh, you can come, you got approved, you can come pick it up. So for the remaining balance on the bike. So I went in, picked it up, and that's how I got my bike. So, and I look at it like I was hurt at that time, but this is the bike, it was my dream bike. So maybe it was all for the, maybe it turned out, how it was supposed to, even though I had to go through that. But I don't want anyone to go through that. It's the worst feeling ever to see something you worked hard for gone in a blink of an eye. So I would advise for anyone that has a motorcycle, any vehicle, make sure you have insurance on it. I know I have a lot of friends that don't have insurance on their vehicles, motorcycles and stuff. But you never know if especially if it's expensive. And if it's a bike you're just riding around doing tricks on, you don't really care about it. You pay a couple grand for it, whatever. But if you're actually driving this bike a lot and it costs like mine 15 grand or more, or whatever, anywhere close to that, make sure you get insurance, because if it gets stolen, you don't want to be in the point where you can't do shit about it. And you want to be able to get, if you want another one, you want to be able to get that check and use it to get a new bike. So that's what I would tell anyone in the market for motorcycles. I mean, most states force you to have insurance anyway, but I know some people don't do it. But make sure you get insurance, and make sure, if you can, you have a garage that you can put your motorcycle in. Don't leave it outside like I did, because I never would do that. My BMW I leave at a friend's house in the garage, and right now it's in winter storage, so I just have it on the bike stands and the battery removed and everything sitting on in the garage. I would advise, make sure you have a garage or a place you can leave it, keep it where it's safe. But yeah, that's all I wanted to let you guys know. Just want to give you guys some clarification on that and what happened. But yeah, I definitely learned from experience. I will never do that again. But yeah, until the next video, hopefully I will try to have some more videos coming out very soon. And I thank you guys for showing me some support and watching my videos, because it means a lot to me. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe if you like the videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.